It's been 500 years since a Viking last set foot on North American soil. And on this day, June 24th, 1497, a Venetian sailor sailing under the English flag is about to change everything. His name was John Cabot, but history would remember him as John Cabot. Born in Venice, Cabot had spent years obsessed with one idea: a western sea route to Asia. Columbus had done it for Spain just 5 years earlier. And Cabot? He wanted his shot. So he pitched his plan to King Henry VII of England, a king who was desperate to not be left behind in the age of exploration. Henry said yes. And just like that, Cabot had a ship, a tiny vessel called the Matthew, a crew of just 18 men and a whole lot of ambition. They set sail from Bristol in May 1497. The North Atlantic Ocean was brutal, cold, unpredictable, unforgiving. These weren't the warm Caribbean waters Columbus had crossed. This was the kind of sea that swallowed ships whole and didn't apologize. But on the morning of June 24th, after roughly 35 days at sea, land appeared on the horizon. Cabot stepped ashore somewhere on the coast of Newfoundland, Canada. He planted 12 flags, one for England, one for the Pope. He declared the land the property of the English crown. And he genuinely believed, that he had just landed on the northeastern coast of Asia. He was off by an entire continent. But here's the thing, it didn't matter, because what Cabot had actually found was something that would define the next 300 years of world history. He had just handed England its first legitimate claim to North America. The fish-rich waters he reported back about. They sparked a British fishing industry that would feed empires. And the territorial claim he planted in that cold Newfoundland soil, that seed would eventually grow into Canada itself. The Vikings had been here first, around 1000 AD. But they didn't stay. They didn't tell Europe. Their discovery changed nothing. Cabot's discovery, it changed everything. He returned to England a hero. King Henry VII gave him £10 and a pension. Not exactly what you'd call a hero's welcome by today's standards, but hey, it was 1497. Cabot would sail again the following year, 1498, and was never heard from again. The ocean that gave him his greatest triumph swallowed him whole, but his legacy, that survived. Here's something to think about. If the Vikings had actually stayed in North America in how hard do you think our history would have unfolded differently? Let me know in the comments. Backhand index pointing down.